good, my people? Welcome to another episode of Conversation with Obi. It's Obi Ocean here. I've got Big Scooter. This is three times in a row. Three times in a row. That's crazy. Crazy good. He just got back from the United States. He had some experiences that I just want to find out. How was home? You know what I'm saying, and also coming back to South Africa. How does he feel coming back to South Africa, being out of South Africa for a month? So, Big Scooter, good seeing you back, man. Welcome home, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So tell me, man, how was the trip?
Man, first off, I was gone almost 2 months.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That's right.
I was gone a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had went to see my daughters. I had two daughters that graduated. One graduated from Morgan State University out there in Baltimore. She graduated with honors. I
Yeah.
was so proud of her. Then I had my youngest daughter. She graduated into high school, and she had a birthday. Well, actually, my older daughter, she had a birthday as well. And so I was already down there for the birthday. So I decided, my kids reminded me I haven't been there for 2 years.
Mm.
So I missed two Father's Days. So I had to, go ahead and just like, hey, I'm gonna stay a little bit longer and wait for Father's Day.
Mm.
Even though I didn't want to stay that long, because I
Yeah.
only wanted to be there to see my kids and my grandbabies and the couple of close, family members that I deal with, and then going back about my business.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, and I know from the previous conversations we've had, also radio interviews, you've always spoke about your kids and how much you miss your kids and you want to be with them. That must have been really refreshing to like see your kids, and I'm sure it gave you some sort of like motivation. Can you tell us more
yeah,
about that?
yeah. Being away from your kids for 2 years when you were a stay-at-home dad, and I had joint custody of my kids, so my kids lived with me.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So going from at-home dad all the time, cooking, cleaning, doing homework, all that stuff, to 2 years, my kids used to sleep with me. You know what I mean? And we always used to be close together because if you know me, I'm close with my kids.
Yeah.
And going from that to 2 years by yourself, can't touch your kids, can't hug your kids, can't kiss them, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? It was extremely hard.
Mm.
But if anybody that's been traveling throughout their life and travel, you know, me, I had experiences with the military. I had to be away from my family before, so I had to bite down and block off emotions, because if I let my emotions go, I wouldn't be able to be here.
Mm. Mm.
So it was times that I'm by myself and I'm in the room and I'm crying my eyes out, crying myself to sleep, thinking about my kids and not being able to be with them.
Mm.
And, you know, like I get emotional just thinking about it right now, but that refresher, you know what I'm saying? When you go and you finally get to hug them and kiss on them and spend time with them, you don't even have to do much. Just them being in your presence was so heartfelt and so refreshing,
Mm.
because I needed that because you know my kids. I live for my kids. I used to live for my kids, and everything that I did was for my kids.
Mm.
So being away from them, it was like when I'm with my kids, I felt like I had a sense of purpose.
Yeah.
Being away from them, I didn't feel like, but I had to change that and
Mm.
develop into who I am right now,
Mm.
which is becoming one with myself and putting me first.
Mm.
God did me, not God, my kids did me.
Mm.
I had to concentrate on me, and the more I'm learning myself, you guys are getting to see it play out on the big screen
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, and let's touch on the subject of like going to America. Was it because I mean you've been in South Africa for almost 2 years. Um, was there any change? Was it a easy transition to be like, okay, I'm home now? Was it an easy process, or was it a challenging process? And you can also tell us about some of the challenges that you went through as
Going to South
well. Or going to, yeah,
America.
yeah,
Um, huh. Yeah, like my first couple of hours getting off the plane and driving to our destination where I was going to be sleeping.
yeah,
Ran into some racists. You know what I'm saying? Like we had a racist incident that I was not prepared for,
yeah.
but it's not it's not something that I wasn't used to, but I wasn't prepared for it because ever since I've been in South Africa, I haven't experienced that not one bit,
Mm,
and so you just step foot back into the United States and you're dealing with racism immediately. It was like, yeah, I know why I left.
yeah, right, yeah,
So that was right off the bat.
yeah,
And then as I settled in more, I saw how stuck people are.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? Like
mm,
everybody is stuck into their routine like zombies.
mm,
It's like they walking in smog and mud, and nobody has time to do nothing other than work,
yeah,
sleep, get up, do the same thing again.
mm,
And so a lot of people when I was here, they're like, "Oh, when you get home, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that."
yeah,
And when I got there, it was absolutely none of that.
mm,
People was too stuck in their routine,
yeah,
because
yeah,
if you don't work, you don't eat.
yeah,
And if you don't eat, you don't live.
yeah,
So yeah, that domino effect, it was heavy,
mm.
heavy.
Okay. So would you say that was one of your worst experiences? The
Well,
racism incident, was that your worst experience
uh,
that you had in America?
as much as I want to say yes,
It's not.
it definitely
That's really
wasn't.
not. Yeah.
As I was exiting to
Yeah.
come to United
Yeah.
States, as you know,
Yeah. Let's pause on that because I'm coming to that.
yeah.
Let's speak about highlights on your best experiences that you had in America. Let's talk about the good things, the best experiences that you like. Man.
Uh, the graduations.
Okay.
Yeah, seeing my daughter graduate from college, man, a prestigious school, H, what's it, HBC, HHBC, some shit like that. Historically
Yeah.
Black College, yeah,
Yeah.
HBC,
Yeah.
yeah, HBC. You know what I'm saying? That was like, wow, this is what I created. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
I might not been there the whole time, but that's my DNA.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
my genes. So sitting up there watching her with my mom and her mom, you know what I'm saying? We had a moment where we got along and looking at our seed.
Mm.
And then watching my baby girl, my youngest daughter graduate into high school and seeing how big she done got. She's the biggest of all the sisters now,
Yeah.
except the oldest. The oldest is still the biggest, but next is my youngest. She's the biggest.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
like a big girl. Like I was just amazed.
Yeah.
And then my son, my little son, seeing how big he is, like I was like, damn. 2 years went by fast, and they got so big.
Yeah. Yeah. It's always like that. When you're further away from your kids, you also realize that you miss so much,
Mhm.
and I know that that must have been a very beautiful moment for you. And yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna speak more about it because I know that Big Spuda is currently working on a documentary that's gonna come out soon. It's
Yeah,
coming
boy.
out soon. He's gonna say, give all the stories in detail, and also there's more to come as well. I just want to touch base on something that's very important because I understand that sometimes when you're trying to get to a goal, there's so many obstacles that are put in the way of saying they can see, oh, he's about to do something big, and the universe always like works like that. Enemy of progress, everybody knows that. Coming back to South Africa, I understand you had, there's a lot that happened from the accident. Tell us more about that.
Well, first, well, I'm at a position in my life like if you know me, I say you learn from people's failures and successes.
Right.
But you'll never learn from somebody if you keep it to yourself and not let them know what you're going through, whether it be your failures or your successes. So me, I always like to keep a lot of stuff to myself. But I understand now that I'm becoming a public figure. You know what I mean? And people are wanting to know what's going on with me. So I have to indulge in speaking to people more. You know.
Right.
So, with that being said, I was down there to get a DNA test on a child that was alleged to be mine. You know what I mean? I've always known about her, but you know, we finally, like, long story short, I'll get into the highs and lows on the documentary. But you know, I had to go down there and do that. In the process, my son, my little son, he had a diabetic attack. You know, so we were in the emergency room for 3 days. And on exiting uh, um, the hospital, I'm going, and then I find out about another kid. You know what I'm saying? That's allegedly mine. Yeah, you know. So as I'm going to go see the kid, well, he's not a kid. Let me clarify that.
He's a man.
He's a man. He's 23 years old. Yeah, so as I'm going to meet him, I get the results back from the other DNA test. While I'm going and picking up the other DNA test and going to him, you know what I'm saying? And he's a 23-year-old. Yo, that situation happened, and then dealing with that situation with my son being sick, then I have to see if I find out another daughter. Like, it was just like,
Yeah.
is this my fucking life?
Yeah. The emotional roller coaster, like the ups and downs. Yeah.
My life is a movie.
Yeah.
That's when I saw this.
Yeah.
When I saw this boy in front of me, I'm like, my life is a movie. And so I'm back with my little one, my little daughter. You know what I'm saying? And we going to the store, regular stuff. You know, my friend Erica, shout out to Erica for letting me use her car. And we driving down the street, singing, me and my daughter. And then out of nowhere, we get T-boned. And man, seeing my daughter hurting, shaking, crying, man, I was on the verge of losing my mind. And then this dude started talking stuff to me. And man, let's just say I'm battling court stuff now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And not only with the accident, court stuff now, you know, and my body was so sore, you know, after the accident, and yet the next day I have to get on a flight to South Africa. So in the process of doing that, everything gets messed up. I end up being on the plane for 3 days. I was traveling for 3 days. Hotels, all this. Then I get here, no luggage. And mind you, I brought my friend's stuff, expensive stuff, with me for him, and it's not at the airport. So we doing this, tracking it down. It's Madrid, Spain.
Damn. So you find yourself here in South Africa. You back at the motherland, but your luggage is not in South Africa. It's in is it?
It was in. I think it was. We found it in Madrid, Spain, and then it went to Dallas, and Dallas to here, something like that. I don't know.
And I'm just hearing that because that's like a emotional roller coaster. And just for me, just to ask, do you feel more at home now, and how are you feeling now after going through that?
So
How are you feeling now?
when I first got here, I was thinking like, you know, the other times when I came to South Africa, as soon as I touched the land, I felt it.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, when I hit, I'm gonna feel it. I'm gonna get back into my zone.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
Yeah.
I was still feeling like crap
Yeah.
when I got here, and I'm walking through the airport, and they see me. We're gonna get the footage from Elijah. He was filming me coming off into the,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm looking miserable. He like, bro, I already know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's not till, because remember, my luggage is not here.
It's not here. Yeah.
And then I'm dealing with the accident stuff, and
plus your son too.
plus my son.
Yeah,
Yeah,
your
both of
son.
them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Both
yeah, yeah,
both of them.
yeah,
And then me and Erica is arguing about the accident.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, like I just want to decompress.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I just want to get to my house. So while we driving, you know what I'm saying, it's starting to slowly creep up on me. And then I get to my home and I see y'all like,
Yeah.
okay, now it's like starting to feel like home.
Yeah.
You know
yeah.
what I mean? And then I finally, I took the, I went into to my jacuzzi tub.
Yeah.
And I got me
A black
a
label.
black label, boy, the beer of champions, man.
Yeah.
And I chilled out and I just zoned out. I was in there for like an hour,
Yeah.
maybe 2 hours.
Yeah.
And when I got out of there, that's when I felt like, yeah, I'm finally home. The
Yeah.
devil was trying to keep me in the United States
Yeah.
when he know that greatness is here.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
like he was saying in the beginning, when you have a blessing there, the devil knows your blessing that's waiting on you, and he's doing everything to stop you, throwing every obstacle. The devil tried to kill me.
100%, 100%. And I mean, like what they say, sometimes what doesn't kill you makes
Make
you
you
stronger.
stronger. That's
And
right.
for me, I can testify, like being under you, working under you, I can tell you that you quite a very strong person. And I just wanna also know about the future. Like, what does the future hold for Big Scooter? What's the next move? Like, you
Mm.
just got back home from the States. What's the next move? What should we expect from Big Scooter from now going forward?
Content, content, content,
Mm, mm,
content, content, content. We're pushing to another level. Um, Legacy is like at hand. I've been home and I see the condition that my people are in,
mm,
that my kids are in, and like I hold the mantle. I'm that light,
mm,
and
mm.
I need to push harder to get them here because in the current situation that we're in this world, they trying to push World War III, and the United States is at the middle of everything, and I'm
Yeah.
trying to get my kids and my family, my loved ones, out of that place
Mm,
to be here in the spiritual realm. Like this is a different kind of Africa is different.
mm.
I don't care. Like you can say what you wanted to say, but if you haven't been here, you can't speak on it.
Yeah.
If you've been here, you know what I'm talking about. You feel it. You know, it's in the essence of our DNA. So I'm trying to get us back to where we become, where we
Mm,
belong. You know.
mm,
So for futures, we like I said, content, a book tour coming up. I don't know if we're gonna do an EP or album,
mhm.
but we're just gonna be dropping music in this camp. It's
Okay.
just gonna be dropping music, and yeah, you might see me in a movie too. So
It's very much possible. Yeah, and also from my side as well, I know we've got a song together called Impumelelo.
yeah, bro.
For those that don't know, Mpumelelo speaks about just basically about making it. It's a very um, heartfelt song. Like we basically pouring out our hearts on the song. It's called Impumelelo. It's also a project that I'm looking forward.
Yeah,
And
you show
actually,
your acting skills.
yes, 100%, 100%
Yeah,
as well. So yeah, man, Big Scooter, man, appreciate you for being on another conversation with Obi Ocean.
for sure. It's
Man,
always a
what would
pleasure.
you like to say to the kids, young kids out there, like the young kids that are trying to come up?
Hey man, just keep on pushing. Put God first. You're never too old or never too poor to reach your dreams. If you speak it, you believe it, it can happen.
Mm.
Cause
Mm.
I'm in my space right now. I'm an OG. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I never thought that I would. Well, let me take that back. I just didn't know how, when, or where, but I knew it was going to happen.
Mm.
So, but I was surprised that it was happening at a ripe old age as I
Yeah,
am.
yeah,
But
yeah. It's
God's
never.
timing is the best time.
It's they say that it's never too late to chase your dream. You the perfect example, and honestly, you do inspire the youth. With myself and also the other guys that we work with.
Oh, what other
Yeah.
guys? What's the
What
crew?
other guys? The crew. We've got behind the camera. We've got Creed, my main
See
Creed.
Creed.
Yeah,
Cheetah.
in right now in the studio, actually, somebody's cooking up
Working.
in the studio. Yeah, we've got G Mesh in the studio, And of course, we've got our manager. Our manager is currently, working on something as well. So yeah, it's a full house. It's a full team, and we look forward to dishing you out what is the content we're gonna.
Yeah,
There's more to come, and you guys stay tuned. Yeah. From me, Obi Ocean, thank you very much for your time, and please like, share, subscribe, comment, everything.